Here's another delicious Your Wellness recipe from Harris Teeter.
Hello, I'm Chef Tim, and today we're going to get healthy with the Your Wellness Polenta Chard veggie burger. All right, we're going to go ahead and make the veggie burger. We're going to make the filling for that. And a little bit of olive oil. And we've got some diced fennel we're going to put in there. And a little bit of onion, about equal amounts. And get that started. And that nice and soft. Put a little bit of salt on it. When you start cooking it like that, it's when it cooks, it'll absorb the salt and get inside the vegetable, and that'll help you use a little less salt instead of putting it all on the outside, and then you want to add a lot more salt because it's not inside the vegetable, so it'll help you use less salt. And that's kind of softened up a little bit. We're going to put some green beans and asparagus, which is lightly blanched, and just to take the rawness off them and help them be a little bit sweeter tasting. Just get that kind of soften up a little bit. We would add some garlic. Let that cook for about another 20 seconds. We're just going to put that on a plate. Just flatten it out so it will cool a little bit quicker. We're going to stick that in the refrigerator. And while that's cooling, we're going to go ahead and do our Swiss chard leaves. And we've got some really nice Swiss chard leaves. This is a red Swiss chard. It's a little bit softer than a rainbow Swiss chard. It's in the beet family, and it's very high in iron, so it's really good, especially for women. It's a really good vegetable to substitute instead of spinach in a lot of recipes. It can work just like spinach. And what we're going to do is just put in a little bit of lightly salted water and just let it cook for just to soften it up and turn it green, and we just put it in between towels and just kind of let it just dry it off. We're going to go ahead and get our polenta started. You can buy polenta that's already pre-made in Harris Teeter. I have it in the refrigerator section. Generally buy the produce, and you want to just kind of soften it up, or you can make polenta. Polenta is it's an Italian dish. It's pretty much like grits, and we're going to add a little goat cheese to it to kind of make it creamy. Get a little bit of herbs in there, and herbs will give you, especially fresh. Some things dry is okay for, but something like this you'd want fresh. Gives you a lot of different layers of flavor. I'm just going to fold some of that into there. And we've got some Swiss chard here. It's blanched and cooled down. And you can see it's got little holes in it, but that'll be okay. Then we're just going to kind of put some out down the center. And just kind of form it into really whatever shape you want. You can make rectangles, squares, whatever. And we can make this into a square. Now I've got several pieces together. You'll have some large leaves, some smaller leaves. Let me just seal up. You want to make sure you seal up all those little holes that might be there. And now you got a nice little pocket. And we're going to heat up a Teflon pan. And I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil on that. Just going to kind of warm it up. And this is something else that you could put on the grill if you wanted to. It grills really well. Just a little bit of olive oil and herbs on it before you grill it. Just let that cook for a little bit more. Inside, as it gets hot, that goat cheese is going to start to melt. Polenta is going to start to get soft. and it's going to be real creamy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little of the asparagus tips. I just use the ends of the asparagus inside, and just a little olive oil, salt and pepper on there. And just toss them and just kind of, arrange them on top. There you go, another simple Your Wellness recipe.
We hope you enjoy Your Wellness Polenta Chard Veggie Burger. To view more cooking demonstrations or find more recipes, visit harristeeter.com.